back to Down Home on Deerfield. We're enjoying this beautiful sunny day, starting to plant our garden. My wonderful husband has it tilled and ready to go. We have some really nice dirt to work with this year. We've got our little helpers behind me. Aren't they sweet? So we're going to work on our garden. I'll show you guys what we're going to be planting. We've got a few different things. We're going to be planting 2 or 3 different varieties of seeds today, and then we'll wait about a week and plant some other varieties of things. That way it's not all coming up at the same time and we're not pushed to harvest. So we have that, and right behind us we have our beautiful apple trees. So we love having it all together, easy to harvest at harvest time. And we'll show you guys some cool fence we're going to be building because we have such huge issues with deer. Had bad issues with them last year, so we found some neat ideas on how to build just a simple little fence to keep them out. And so we're starting by picking up some rocks, the bigger rocks out of the garden, just be easier to work with that way. And of course one of our helpers has abandoned us, and there's the master rock picker upper. And then we have Millie. She's pretty meticulous about picking up her rocks. So we're just picking up all the rocks and getting a little exercise while we're doing it. I'm gonna have to catch the wanderer that has abandoned us. They love the dirt, it's their favorite. Okay, so here's the seeds we have. We have some varieties of squash. We love to eat squash all the time. Of course, cucumbers. We have sugar snaps. That's one of Millie and Addie's favorite vegetables. And then we just have some tenderette green beans. We're also going to be doing some green beans down in another patch that we have behind our house. So we're not doing very many here beside our house. So we start here, farthest away from the trees with our beans because they do get tall, and that was the issue we had with the deer last year. And then we're going to do our sugar snap peas, and then on down there past that we'll have squash, zucchini. We're going to be getting some tomato plants, pepper plants, and cabbage plants later on, probably in the next 3 weeks, and putting those in at the very end down there where it's the smaller section. So we have our little helpers here. They're going to be putting our seeds in the ground. Can y'all say hey? Hey. So we're going to get started and picking out our rows where we want those and go from there. All right, so here we have Levi and Millie. They're going to work on putting the beans with the right bean setting disc in the seeder, the little planter that we borrowed from his mom and dad. And this thing is super handy. It just kind of saves your back a little bit, and we just go down the row and it spits out the beans exactly where they need to go. If we think there needs to be a few extra here or there, or maybe it missed some, we can go back, but it's pretty simple. You just pour them here in the little container.
A little bit more. That'll be good.
Good job, Millie. And then it just plants it for you. And then you go back and cover it up with the dirt. So you'll just plant that row. And once that's empty, Millie will fill it back up with beans and start again. And so we're gonna probably space our rows enough to get in between them to pick our beans. So I'll say 2.5 feet between the rows. So I have a bucket with 5-10-10 fertilizer in that we put in each row. Levi's went with 3 rows of beans here, and before we cover those back up with dirt, we sprinkle a little fertilizer down the row. Then we'll be on to planting our sugar snap peas. So we're hilling up our rows. The seeds are in. We put a little bit of fertilizer down on top of the seeds, and now we're hilling them and sprinkling a little more fertilizer over top of that. And so far we haven't even got halfway. Well, I guess we've gotten halfway. Our last row is here, and that's probably about half. That end gets smaller down there, so I like tomatoes and peppers and everything down there. So we ended with cucumbers and just went ahead and done it all. We didn't want to come back out here next week and have to repeat everything and drag our tools back out, so we just went ahead and done all of it. And Millie is helping to hoe her row here. Good job, Millie. And we have the boss, Addie, over there in the tractor. She's telling us what to do. So, we're having a fun day. And I'm just going back behind them and putting fertilizer down. And here we have Millie chasing a butterfly.
Yeah,
She's gonna get him. There he is. Get him, Millie. She's been doing this for about 5 minutes. Look at her stepping over those rows. Oh, she's so smart. Stop, we're cool. Now Addie has escaped the tractor. We're on our last row here, hilling it up. Did you get that butterfly?
Yeah.
Where is he? What were you trying to do?
I was trying to hit him.
Why did you want to hit the butterfly? That's not nice.
He was in the garden.
Oh, was you just getting him out?
He was right here. See, Mama?
You got him. Oh, Millie, poor little butterfly. Poor little butterfly.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Now she's mad that her boots came off and she can't get them back on. So I'm gonna have to help her do that. I know, baby. Okay, so we're putting T-posts in. They're not very close together. We've got them at all the corners. We've got a couple here along the long sides. This is gonna be where we walk into the garden. And we're actually gonna be using fishing line to put in between the T-posts. The deer can't really see it, but you know it's there, so if they go up against it, they won't try to continue going against it. And it's the 30-pound fishing line. All right, so we have our fence done. It was really simple. We just used 10 T-posts. And right here, you can see in the sun, we have fishing line, 30-pound fishing line, and it goes all the way down. We did 4 rows. And down there towards where our beans will be, where they grow taller, we did an extra row at the top so the deer can't reach in to eat those. And so now Levi's just gonna lay a gate up against our entrance. It's not a permanent fix, but it'll do for now. And we've got seeds we had planted, and we'll just be putting some plants down here on this. And since we are outside, I wanted to give y'all a snippet of this beautiful view we have. The camera really just doesn't do it justice. But we have these beautiful mountains to the side of our house that we get to see every day, and the sun is just lighting them up perfectly. We love hanging out here. Of course, the kids love to play on their swing set, and it's the perfect spot for a clothesline. The sun hits it all day long. So yeah, it's just perfect. We love it. So cozy.